Before you crank up the Jimmy Buffett and enjoy your Labor Day weekend, I just wanted to make sure you had in the back of your mind that even though the tropics have been very quiet, it may come to a screeching halt into early next week as September looks to start off a lot more active than August is ending. But it's important to stress that we don't have any tropical weather concerns right now. The tropical waves that are catching people's attention are actually a very long ways away from us out here over the open waters of the Atlantic Ocean. This is a lapse of the past 24 hours. So as you can see here, they're not, rapidly organizing or anything like that. They're just kind of floating off along with the prevailing winds and moving toward the west. The thing is, though, is that some of these forecast models are latching onto these tropical waves and pushing them toward the Caribbean Sea. So right now, of the three things that we're watching, it's the tropical wave that should be in the Caribbean next week that we should watch most closely. Now, as of right now, the 7-day development odds are considered medium, a 40% chance over the next 7 days we see at least a tropical depression. But it's the area that we're watching here that is raising at least my eyebrows. If you do some analysis on what the environment looks like right here, right now, the Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico off of our coast basically have the highest ocean heat content in the entire basin. The entire basin. The darker the red, the higher the ocean heat content. So this is like right over the Caribbean Sea and again, very close to us. Ocean heat content refers to what the water temperatures are doing, not only at the water's surface, but down a profile of the ocean. So if a tropical storm or a hurricane was to move over this ocean water, there would be an awful lot of fuel for it to tap into, not just at the surface, but a long ways down. So lots and lots of warm water for it to fuel up here with. In addition to that, right this moment at least, there's a real lack of any major wind shear across the Caribbean as well. A lot of wind shear over us right now, but not so much over the Caribbean. So if a hurricane or a tropical storm is to get into the Caribbean Sea, a lot of things will be working out in its favor in terms of strengthening or organizing. So because we have this area to watch and because multiple forecast models next week, by next Saturday, are lowering the pressures in this part of the world, it just means that we have to start paying attention to what comes about from those tropical waves. Again, right now, there's nothing organized, there's nothing for us to point to right this moment, and there's no concerns here locally for a while. But again, next week, as things start moving there toward the Caribbean, we're going to have to start paying much more attention to what's going on in that part of the world. As you look at the forecast, though, tomorrow, it looks fairly seasonable for this time of the year. And of course, as you know, seasonable for this time of the year means afternoon-focused showers, downpours, and thunderstorms, as has been the case every day this week. It's been areas along and to the west of Interstate 75 with the best rain coverage, and that's what we're expecting throughout the entire first half of the weekend on Saturday. And once you go to bed on Saturday, wake up on Sunday, it's a very similar forecast for the back edge of the weekend with mostly sunny skies early in the day and then numerous showers and downpours and thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening, and again favoring points along and to the west of Interstate 75. So as you make your plans for Saturday and Sunday, and as you can see, Labor Day Monday, you're just fine if you want to do something outdoors early in the day. If you do something after lunchtime, just have an eye to the sky, as you always should this time of the year. So again, in the 7-day forecast, we're only tracking sea breeze-driven downpours, showers, and thunderstorms. If something starts to pop up there in the Caribbean, it would not impact us locally through at least the extent of the 7-day forecast. So enjoy what we have here now, and then next week, make sure you're keeping an ear to what bubbles up in the tropics. All right, let's talk about something fun and go over to football.